Hi, in the previous class we have discussed the definition of periodic or aperiodic signals both for continuous time signals and discrete time signal. Let us revise the definition in short. So a continuous time signal x of t is said to be periodic if it satisfies x of t plus capital T is equal to x of t for all t. So if this equation is satisfied, so then it is called as periodic signal. Otherwise it is said to be aperiodic signal. Similarly, x of n plus capital N, if it is equal to x of n for all n, so then it is called as periodic signal. Otherwise it is called as aperiodic signal. So let us solve today some problems on finding the fundamental period of periodic signals. Let us check. The first problem is like this. Number 1, x of t is equal to, the first problem is given like this, sine 50 pi t. So find the fundamental period of this waveform. The question will be like this: find the fundamental period of this waveform. Now what is omega 0 here? So omega 0, first we have to identify what is omega 0. So what is omega 0 here? Omega 0 is equal to 50 pi. As I said earlier, what is omega 0 formula? 2 pi f. So that is 2 pi by capital T. So that is equal to 50 pi. We cancel out pi and pi and implies T is equal to 2 by 50. It will become 1 by 25 seconds. So this is the answer for this problem. This is the fundamental period, that means 0.04 seconds or 40 milliseconds is the time period of this waveform. So let us take the second example. X of t is equal to 20 cos 10 pi t plus pi by 6. So this is the general format of A cos omega 0 t plus theta format. So this is the value of omega 0. Okay, now what is the frequency? Let us find out what is omega 0 here. 10 pi. So what is our formula? 2 pi of 2 pi by capital T is equal to 10 pi. So cancel out pi and pi. So what you will get? T is equal to 2 by 10. So that is 1 by 5, or you can write it as 0.2 also. So that doesn't matter. So this is the answer for this problem. T is equal to 1.5 or 0.2 seconds is the answer. Now let us take the third problem. The third problem is x of t is equal to 4 cos 5 pi t. 4 cos 5 pi t. So what is omega 0 here? So omega 0 here is equal to 5 pi. 2 pi of 2 pi by capital T is equal to 5 pi. So cancel out pi and pi. What is the fundamental period? 2 by 5 seconds or 0.4 seconds you can also write. Okay. So in this way you can solve the problems finding the fundamental period. Let us take the fourth example. The fourth example is x of t is equal to sine 12 pi t. So what is the answer? Omega 0 is equal to 12 pi. From this 2 pi by capital T is equal to 12 pi. So cancel out pi and pi. So T is equal to 1 by 6 seconds. So this is the answer for this problem. So let us take the question number 5. Let us take the question number 5. X of t is equal to, let us say, what is the given question? E power j 4 pi t. So what is the nature of signal? As I said earlier, what is the signal? Because of j, this is called as complex exponential signal. What is the signal is called as? Complex exponential signal. So what is omega 0 here? The omega 0 is equal to 2 pi. What is the nature of this signal? It is a sinusoidal signal of frequency 4 pi. So therefore what is omega 0 here? 4 pi. from which 2 pi by capital T omega 0 is equal to 4 pi. So cancel out pi and pi. So T is equal to 1 by 2 or 0.5 seconds. So this is the answer for this problem. So let us solve the sixth question. The sixth question is x of t is equal to sine 10 pi t into u of t. Let us see this case. Sine 10 pi t into u of t. You can see that the sine 10 pi t is multiplied with the unit step sequence. So I said earlier in the previous classes, any waveform multiplied by u of t starts from t is equal to 0 onwards. For example, let us see this case. For example, by drawing the waveform in short. For example, say, so this is your sine wave. So this is your sine wave. Say the amplitude of the signal is, because of amplitude 1 here, the amplitude is plus 1, minus 1. So it is multiplied with, what is our signal? Our signal is unit step signal, u of t. You know the nature of u of t, basic fundamental continuous time signal, u of t. So if you multiply both of them, what you can easily draw the nature of waveform. The left side, so this is 0. The left side, any waveform multiplied by 0 is 0. Right side, any waveform multiplied by 1 is same waveform. So therefore, right side portion of the waveform will remain and the left side portion will come out 0. So therefore, it will be drawn the multiplication with u of t. I said earlier, only the waveform starts from t is equal to 0. So though this is periodic, so you can see that this is a periodic signal, but this is not true for all the time interval as per the definition. So this is, though this is periodic on the right side, this is not periodic throughout the time scale from minus infinity to plus infinity. So therefore it is called as aperiodic signal. That's why I have shown this problem. It is aperiodic signal. It is aperiodic signal because it is not satisfying for all values of time. So this is aperiodic signal. So let us take the next problem, seventh problem. Seventh problem, let us take x of t is equal to e power minus mod t. So this graph is also very important problem. So e power minus mod t, drawing graph of e power minus mod t is very important. Say for t greater than 0, as you know that mod t, so mod t is plus t. So therefore what is x of t equation? X of t equation is e power minus t. For t less than 0, what is mod t? Minus t. Minus into minus plus. So therefore x of t will become e power t. So therefore what is the nature of waveform? Let us see. So for t greater than 0, what is the nature of graph? E power minus t is exponentially decreasing graph. At t is equal to 0, its amplitude is 1. At t is equal to plus infinity, the waveform will come out to 0. So this is the nature of graph e power minus t. We have seen in real exponential signals. Coming to the left side, at t is equal to 0, its amplitude is 1. At t is equal to minus infinity, so its amplitude will come out 0 at minus infinity. But because of the nature of the equation is this. So see whether this is periodic signal. This is not a periodic signal. So therefore it is aperiodic signal. It is aperiodic signal. It is aperiodic signal. So let us see the next one. So let us see the next problem. 8. X of t is equal to 2 into u of t plus 2 sine 2t. So let us see what is this problem. So what is this problem? Let us see. 2 into u of t plus 2 sine 2t. So first draw 2 into u of t. As you know that how to draw 2 into u of t. 2 into u of t, what is the amplitude? Its amplitude is 2. As you know that its amplitude is 2. 2 sine 2t, you know how to draw. The amplitude positive peak is plus 2 and the negative peak is minus 2. So you can see that the positive peak is plus 2, positive peak is plus 2, negative peak is minus 2. So you have to identify that. So therefore we have to add these two. So remember that we have to add these two. So simple addition. So carefully add these two. Any waveform to the left portion you can see 0 with addition with sine wave is the same sine wave. So you can draw the left portion. We can draw the left portion as it is. So while coming to the right portion, so we can see that 2 is added to this waveform. That means positive peak we have to add 2, negative peak we have to add 2. So therefore 2 plus 2. So that means we have to draw a line like this. 2. So that is 2. So 2 plus 2. So 2 plus 2 it will become 4. 2 plus 2 it will become 4. And 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2 it will become 0. So I am drawing approximate graph, remember that. So this positive peak is 4. So this negative peak will come out to 0 because of addition of plus 2 on the right side. So therefore, what is the nature of signal? Is this periodic? This is not periodic signal. So therefore, it is aperiodic signal. So this is aperiodic signal. Okay, in this way we can find out the fundamental period of the given signal, and we can also find out whether the given signal is periodic signal or not. Thank you.